I am Anya, and we are playing today the Mecha Hack with our pilots as part of the Open Heart Gaming calendar. Please, everyone, introduce yourselves in the order that you connected that we can remember today because it was just a couple of minutes ago. So go ahead,
I was
please.
first. So I'm Sherry. I use she, her pronouns, and I played with the Open Hearth for a long time, and you should come and join us because we have a lot of fun here.
I'm Lowell, he, him pronouns, and I'm still startled at how using this particular video thing, my room looks huge as opposed to being typed in, so I'm freaking out about that. I'm very excited.
Hi, I'm Mark. I use he and them pronouns. I'm in a different space, and so it's going to be, there's probably going to be some stuff going on in the background later on, but happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Matthew. I use he, him pronouns. See, the solution to that situation, Lowell, is to have a camera software that lets you zoom in. Unfortunately, the cost of that is that everybody gets to see every single unfiltered blemish in your face. So there you go.
And we are playing today the Mecha Hack as our pilots are finishing their re-entry, their orbital re-entry maneuver, their atmospheric re-entry maneuver, because last time we left them after being deployed from the Purple Rain, the flagship of Prince Ares Selina, in orbit in order to recapture the northern part of the planet, because it's been taken in the last few years by the Ares Collective. So that's where we are going to basically start. You are, as you might remember, very close to dropping into the atmosphere. Just to remind you, in order for you to successfully enter the atmosphere, you have to end a round of combat in the little white space, which is going to be hard because it's basically the most dangerous maneuver that you can pull off in space. Several of your enemies have been destroyed. At least one of them has already burned up in the atmosphere below you. And yeah, that's where we are going to start. We are still having initiative as we did last time. That's with Prophet Zero, Viper Harmony, and Viper Heavy ahead of the enemies. Then the enemies who are probably going to burn up in the atmosphere, and finally Siege Dangerous. So you are hearing all of these sounds, all of these alerts of you getting closer and closer to the atmosphere. And so Zero, Viper Harmony, Viper Heavy, what do you want to do? And we're going to get back to Siege Dangerous.
I'm actually not
down.
seeing the map on my running. I'm just seeing a big question mark for the deleted image.
Oh, is anybody else having that problem?
Yep.
Yeah, same. It's registering as a question mark.
Okay,
I just
give
want to see
me
also falling down, flailing about in the sky. Yeah, I've had that dream.
give me 1 second. Does the
Sure.
map changes for you with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I can see that. Yeah.
There's a
let
hex
me
map now,
see if can reload.
Nope.
It's still the question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh, I'm seeing it now.
There we go.
Yay!
Yay.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, I know what happened. Give me 1 second. Because I had two versions of that map, and I think I cleaned up the one that I shouldn't have cleaned up. Give me 1 second because I have my backup here.
It's a very fancy looking question mark for a simple file not found.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, no, I think that... Yeah, we are going to roll with this one. The only difference is
Okay.
At this level, you have orbit direction D4, and at the next one is orbit direction D6. It's the only difference between this map and the other one. So, go ahead.
Is it me now?
Yeah, if you want to go first, Pipali,
Yeah, I think
Viper
I'm
Harmony, you can
just
go
gonna
ahead.
be moving. Yeah. I think I can move just one square. Or one
You
hex?
can move one square, yes.
Yep. So I'll be moving to the center row there to get lined up there. And I don't think there's anyone to shoot at, so I think we're good just doing that.
You can remember that you can move again if you roll your reactor die. You can take the same action twice during a turn.
I'm just gonna let it ride and let gravity take me down.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, and remember also that you have your battle tactics ability that allows somebody else in your team to take an action in case you want to use
to hit. Yeah.
Then, Kebby, Zero, what do you want to do?
I also would like to move to line myself up. So sort of like that.
Yeah, sure.
I suppose. Okay. And we don't want to pick up too much speed, so I don't think I want to rush towards the drop. But if I can create an advantage for my team by doing anything like that, I would. I'm just not certain. Like if I were to move one forward towards the drop to give more space for people to pile in, would that be better?
Maybe, yeah. I think that makes sense to me. Maybe like you are trying to act as a barrier in order to maybe decelerate the other ones. So let me take a note of that. Yes.
And I have to roll a d8, I think.
For your reactor die?
Yeah, if you need a reactor charge, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. I got a 6. No, I didn't. I hadn't rolled. I got a 2.
Okay, with a 2, your reactor die downgrades to the next one. So from a D8 to a D6.
Okay. Got it.
And Prophet Zero, what do you want to do? Commander Prophet Zero.
The first thing I'll do is I will use my battle tactics to give our tanky character, Siege Dangerous, a move action, so that they can have 2 without rolling reactor die, and then for a move action I will move forward 1.
Sure. So Siege Dangerous, you can move 1 space because Selim gave you his battle tactics.
All right. This is one space on the hex, right?
Yep.
All right.
I recommend that you move in diagonal. Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you drop, you will be dropping into nothingness from the side lanes. Okay, so give me 1 second for the enemies. Okay, I think the enemies that are target C for sure it's going to bail out. They have basically not any chance to catch up with you. Target B, I think target B is going to try to move ahead, so they are going to spend their 2 actions moving forward. And I'm not sure at this level target D is able to escape gravity. I don't think so, but I'm going to roll to see if they are able to bail out. They are not able to bail out at all.
no.
They also are not able to shoot up at you. So Siege Dangerous, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, I would like to use what move I have to get out of. Well, I'm not sure about out of danger, but yeah, get out of a very fatal situation. So how many squares do I? How many hexes do I move?
You can move one hex, but if you roll your reactor die, you are able to try to move again. You will move again, rather.
Okay. Okay, moving one hex, and then I will try to shoot downwards. I guess.
Yeah, you're able to.
Letter D. All right, and we are rolling the mobility die. Am I right?
Power. You're rolling for power a d20, and you're trying to get less than 11.
11. You're right. All right, guys. Where's that dice? There we go. Wow.
19 almost.
Wow.
Almost a critical failure.
I've had such great rolls in this campaign, huh? 20s and 19s. I'd be slaughtering it through Faerun right now.
You would.
I think
But
it's
sadly, this
going
is not
to.
Faerun.
I think it's going to die down when we get into the atmosphere. I'm sure your luck is going to turn around. I'm like 100% sure that your luck is going to turn around.
That's what my cousin said until she found herself in millions of pesos in debt. But
So, everyone, please roll a d4 to see how many spaces you move ahead.
2.
Go ahead and move your token, please, Mark.
Oop, that's not me. There we are.
I roll ahead 3.
So you will be dropping into this green one, I think.
2, 3.
3, nice. And
will go
Selim.
4. So
1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it's this one right here.
okay. Grab that. Doink.
You are picking up speed and dangerous, please. Please
all
roll
right, D4, right?
a d4, yes.
Wait, why is this D4 not moving? Excuse me.
That's a D20.
There we go. All right, it's a 1.
So one, yeah, go ahead and move forward 1, please. Forward
Yeah.
over here.
Oh,
On the same lane, yeah. And everyone, please roll, and pairs you evens you stay on the same level. Odds you will drop 1 level.
I am dropping.
Viper Harmony, you are
I
dropping
stay.
into the there, yes. And Siege Dangerous, you are dropping over here.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
And I remain.
And let me roll for the enemies. Okay, they are going to stay. No, sorry, they are not going to stay. Okay, and the other one is going to. 4. Okay, so I'm going to first move this one over here. And now I'm not able to. Second. Joshua. 1, 3, 4. Yes, and that's what they do. They stay on the same level. Okay, yeah. So, you are picking up speed. You are moving forward. You are dropping one layer after the other on the atmosphere. You are feeling this shaking, and it's 1, 2, 3. As the air gets hotter and hotter around you, you are probably just basically seeing red on your displays. You are starting to feel the heat as you enter the atmosphere, and finally on your radios, DMW, target D, gets on the radio with you and says, QQ invading force, this is your last and only. And suddenly you hear static over the radio as you see them pass you like a shooting star and start burning up in the atmosphere ahead of you. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, but they are forward. They are starting to burn up, and then you see them sort of like bounce over a table like a ball, and they are projected forward, basically out of sight and back into space, probably damaged beyond repair. As you are seeing all of these alerts on your cockpits, and in particular the button that you know that as soon as you press it, you will open this balloon in front of you in order to protect you during atmospheric re-entry. So, Prophet Zero, Viper team, what do you want to do?
I am lined up.
You are lined up.
Kind of makes sense for me to go and get the heck out of all of your guys' way. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
Just as a reminder, you will be rolling a d6 at the end of this turn. So you will pick a lot of speed if you are able to move maybe a bit backwards to gain some space or something like that. That's also a good strategy. If you are able to just drop into the zone, that will be better, but I'm not sure you are able.
I could do 1, 2, and I would drop onto that red, I guess. Does that push me forward onto the white?
Yeah, you could drop directly into the red.
Yeah.
And you will get a roll in case you move way past it. But if you end your turn into the red one, into this red one, you are burning in atmosphere. If you end your turn or the round in these ones, you are bouncing off the atmosphere. If I may make a suggestion, you have Selim and Rassi's Prophet Zero battle tactics. That will give any of you 1 extra movement.
So if I gave you 1, you could move with your reactor up to 3.
Yeah.
Yes. And that would drop me into the white space.
Yeah. That will make Viper heavy safe.
I will give you that extra move. I will say grab the LZ, Viper.
Yes, Commander.
What will be your second action, Prophet Zero?
I think I will move then to the space that where Viper Heavy is.
Yeah. Viper Heavy
line
will
myself
move
up
1 forward.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that will be your 2 actions. Viper Harmony, Viper Heavy, who wants to go next?
I think I am just going to stay exactly where I am and let gravity do its thing.
Okay, okay.
Worked out so far.
Heavy, it's your turn.
Yes, I'm going to move twice. That's my plan.
Go ahead.
Okay. So 1, and then to do the second one, that drops me down here. I have to make a reactor roll? Is that right? Or can I just do it? Okay.
Yes, you have to make a reactor.
Okay. Then my reactor's at 6, D6. A 1. Is that good?
Your reactor,
it goes down to 4.
It's again, and it goes down to a D4.
Okay, but I do move, correct?
But you do move, yes.
Woot! Bye, guys.
Yeah, basically you see all this heat build up in your systems. It's super hot in here. You go for the button of atmospheric reentry. You activate your heat shield, which deploys as a sort of balloon in front of you, and basically you are seeing Viper Heavy drop down into the atmosphere, sort of protected by this white balloon burning up into the atmosphere.
Awesome.
And Viper Heavy, you will be safe no matter what happens to everyone else. You will be safe.
No matter what.
No
Don't
matter
worry, guys.
what.
I've got this. All right.
I believe in all of you. I
Feels like
want
a
to believe
threat.
in all of you. So, the final MW, I think it's going to shoot at you. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. It will go for Siege Dangerous. Dangerous, please give me a mobility test.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Against 10, a great stat. Yeah. Let's go. D20. 3. Haha.
3? Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second, please. Here it is. Oh, let me. Yes. Okay, yeah, basically
Whatever
you
the
just
Mecha-
see this barrage of bullets try to get any one of you, but maybe as you turn your head around, you are seeing that Target B is basically just trying to activate its retro boosters, trying to get out of this situation, but I don't think they will be able to. So, Siege Dangerous.
I'm seeing this as the mecha version of Chow Yun Fat, which is like jumping, shooting, missing everything, but at least the jump creates a dodge situation where it's like everything's just flying over and above.
Dangerous, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Let's see. I would like to move a little closer to a safer zone, and then I guess I could take another move. Will that cost a reactor roll?
If you move 2 spaces, it will cost you a reactor.
All right. There are 2 spaces, a reactor roll. All right. Ooh, wait. On a D4.
On a D4, yes. Before you roll, I do recommend you that you get in the same line as everyone else, because otherwise you will be rolling for luck when you drop to the next level to see if you are able to do one final thing in order to align.
All right. Okay. And then am I doing rolling? Oh yeah. Rolling. That is a 1.
That's a 1. Okay, that's a 1 on your D4. You're pushing your mech way too hard. You're probably, as I was telling you, not. You maybe don't have all of this experience with atmospheric maneuvers. I'm sure you will do better as soon as we get into the atmosphere. But at this point, your mecha is overheating. You are too close to the atmosphere. Your reactor dive falls from a D4 to overheated, and basically you see your systems go down in that moment.
I'm like that guy in the Star Trek 2009 movie who just doesn't deploy his chute in time before getting incinerated.
So we are going to roll for luck one final time in a second.
Luck.
Give me 1 second because I want to verify your last ditch. Okay, yeah, I have it. Siege Dangerous, Prophet Zero, Viper Harmony. Please roll a d6 to see how far you go ahead.
Viper
right.
Harmony, how about you roll first?
I go 2. 1, 2.
This is getting so dangerous.
Perfect.
Here is a d6 roll. That is a 4.
That's 1, 2,
That's
3, 4. That's over here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's over here. We are going to take a second with that because you are in the area.
Sure. Okay, so I'm going to bring that down.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm
0.
orange actually. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I'm close.
And danger.
That's fine, right?
And dangerous.
It's-
Please
it's
go
good,
ahead
it's
and roll a d6.
Okay, let's see. Oh, whoops, wrong button. What? There we go.
1, 2, 3. You are together with Prophet Zero.
Oh.
Is 5 good?
5 is not good.
Wait.
5 is not good. I thought I had seen a 3.
Now,
Okay, so the way we're going to do this. Siege Dangerous is disabled. They are overheating. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will put you bouncing off the atmosphere. So 0. You are just meters, actually a few kilometers away from your vector, but just able to do it. So I'm going to ask you to roll for luck. That will be a d6, and if you roll a 1 or a 2, you will be able to make your vector or help Siege Dangerous. Any of the two that you decide.
Oh boy. Let me roll this die. Let's see what happens. I got a 5.
You get a 5. Okay. And so you are not able to correct your trajectory. Siege Dangerous, you are in a way worse situation. So you will be rolling your reactor die. And this is your last ditch
Yay.
effort. This is a scene where you are basically pulling cables inside your cockpit in order to try to restart your mecha.
wow, like, this has happened before, actually. It's a 2.
It's a 2. Okay. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's
You
your
roll
reactor
under.
die. It's your reactor die that you are rolling. So you will be. Give me 1 second.
Please.
On the result of the highest number on the die, they can take a single action. Okay, so yeah, basically you crash into Prophet Zero. Maybe Prophet Zero. That's why you are unable to correct your vector on the last second, and you are seeing Siege Dangerous frame disabled as you start burning into the atmosphere. And we're going to get back into that in just 1 second.
This is a high error margin method of delivering troops to the field.
Yeah. No, it's dangerous. Remember that you are traveling together with your companions. So that's what we are going to be checking now. Harmony, it's 100% your turn. What do you want to do?
Mm-hmm. I will move one, take me there, and then I'll push my reactor to move the second one and end up in that white zone. And a 4 from our reactor.
Oh,
die,
I
so I'm
saw
not
that
right.
almost go to a 2.
Boom.
I watched it. Albert Rodeo is cruel. You actually get to watch the dice teeter. I love it.
Yeah, I love this one because it's not simulated die, but it's a
Mhm.
physics engine on the dice, so it's the dice rolling. So, Harmony, you get into your vector. As soon as you are able to push your button for your hit shield, basically you see on top of you Prophet Zero and Siege Dangerous start burning up. So this is the final opportunity. Basically, you are starting to see all of your retainers getting to their vectors, making their vectors. These are the people who you as players will be probably playing next, avenging your the people you were loyal to. But essentially, you are not able to. Neither one of you, Siege Dangerous, Prophet Zero, are able to make it by yourself. So, what we are going to do is you will roll your what we were calling your retainer die, which is still a d6 for each one of you. And in and
Wait,
if
Prophet
you
Zero's dead too.
no we and to see if they are able to help you, and if
Okay.
in case the dice downgrades, then you will lose one of your retainers, but the rest of them will make it. That's a d6 for both of you.
Okay. I'm going to roll a d6. I rolled a 2.
You roll a 2. We're going to get back to that, Prophet Zero. Dangerous.
Okay.
Rolling a D.
A d6.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, I'm going to go first with usage dangerous. You see somebody from your team. Go ahead, try to grab you. Basically, open up their reentry device, grabbing you. Who is this person? Who is the person that tries to save you?
Does it have to be? Do I have like what are the parameters for what kind of person this is? Like,
It can
so
be
you said there's
anybody in your
retainers, so
team.
just
For example, for Viper Harmony, for Pipali, she chose that it was her personal mechanic. So it can be anybody on your team, somebody that you met in these years fighting for the QQ. It can be somebody close to you. But you are establishing an NPC at this moment.
You know what? Maybe we have like uh maybe Siege Dangerous has a protege.
Okay.
You know, someone who is like piloting one of the smaller mecha frames. You know, and has come in to rescue like a Bucky to his Captain America.
Okay, yeah. Do you picture this person as a man, as a woman? What are the pronouns? They are much younger than you. They are about your age.
I think a much younger non-binary person. They present us. They present us mask.
Okay. Yeah, they are probably
Mhm.
like a teenager, maybe 15, 16, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Basically, your mecha is disabled. You feel this smaller mass trying to grab you, and suddenly it's not as hot anymore, and you feel how you are starting to decelerate as you enter the atmosphere. Prophet Zero. The choice you have is somebody is able to save you at the cost of their own life if you choose to. So, is this person able to save you, or is this person unable to save you but they are alive?
I'm going to say that they're able to save me. And I think it's somebody who like shouldn't be here. They should have retired. They probably were retired for a while, but they needed more people, and they like had to be called up, and they are literally 2 days from retirement. And I think that they probably the last thing I hear over the comms is a long and a sigh.
No.
Oh no! That's even supposed to be. Yes.
And old man Rogers goes down in flaming wreck.
How close were you to Old Man Rogers?
I think probably all of us got at least some kind of training from him. He's been around. All of us knew who he was, and he was my responsibility. But now he's gone.
Now he's gone. Okay, yeah. Basically, what I think Allman Rogers does is he pushes the rockets as fast as he's able to get you, and then they do this kind of judo throw of you to get you back a few kilometers back, and then you see them basically exhaust their fuel. They are in a terrible position. They are extremely accelerated, and you see them bounce off the atmosphere and into nothingness, into the void of space. Uh, and just to make it a bit harsher, I think, you hear
Go on.
you hear them in their comms. You hear this long sigh, but you don't see them as damaged, as mangled up as the unit that you saw bouncing before. So you know they are alive, but they are lost into the orbit.
Mm.
Oh,
Yes. So you start getting into the atmosphere. If we see you from top down, we see Viper Heavy much further than you. Prophet Zero, you are basically unable to see if anybody else really made it through the atmosphere. Heavy, you see these three main dots that you were looking for, as well as at least 9, 10 different other balloons. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so you get together at the crossroads of point B, A, B, and G, on your way to the ancient ruins. There's Matthew. We just got started. Matthew. Uh,
sorry about that.
no problem. So you get together at the crossroads of point A, B, and G, on your way to the ancient ruins on point B. And basically, this will take about 3 hours walk, between 3 and 4 hours walk because of the rain. And yes, and as you might know, this game, the Mecha Hack, is derived from the Black Hack, and the Black Hack has this, I think, cool level up system where you gain experiences, not experience points, but experiences. And whenever you have an experience and you want to level up, basically you invite a round of drinks for everyone else and get to tell a tale to everyone else. There's no bar that you have at this moment, but you are able to tell a tale in these 2-3 hours that you have on your way over to point B. So that's what essentially we are going to do, and then you will have level up to level 2. And so there's rain pouring over all of you. Uh, you see all of the wildlife take refugee, make it to their refugees, as you are moving towards these ancient ruins. And it's the kind of situation where all that you can do is stuck. So does anybody have an anecdote or a story that they would like to share as you move across the jungle?
I think I will start with the kind of the broadcast and do the count out of who we have, who we lost, and maybe be a little like realizing that it was the only person we really lost was the person under my direct, of my retinue and old man Rogers. And I will say, uh, I think everybody here knew him. I think everybody here trained under him at least once or twice. Uh, this is a huge loss for us, but he spent his life getting us ready to do this. Um, I I asked him to come. I just want everybody to know that, and I had a conversation with him about what this mission meant, and he agreed. He had no hesitation when I went to call him in. I I wanted him there because there were some people on the team who were a little green. I think it'll flash over to Viper Heavy at that point, and we needed to balance that out with some expertise. So when we finally get back to some kind of sieve, let's raise that toast first to him. Um, and I kind of nod. I do not say exactly how he died. I do not describe him flying off, dying in space. I don't tell anybody that.
Who does anybody want to add something? Does anybody wants to share another tale?
I think I'll start. And I'll go. He showed me a lot about the protocols and how things work here. But he also taught me how to sing the happy birthday song. He's like, you too. So that we could celebrate Shalash's birthday. And she's referring to one of her retainers. And she sort of stops and she goes, and I really needed that. I'll miss him. He always saw where the line was moving. It was always ahead of us.
Let me ask you something, Salta. You are by far the youngest one. Probably most of what you remember being that you defected together with your sister, with Bali, to the QQ. Maybe most of your life of what you remember is living as the QQ. You learned all of these things from Oldman Rogers. How did you feel when you first met him?
So he was always, like, to me, because I was younger, very different than all of the rest of the people in service. He always stopped and paid attention to me. He never said he had a daughter or anything like that. He never told me anything about his family life, but he always stopped to talk with me and not make light of it, but make everything around be like, this is normal. This is a kind of normal. You'll get used to it. And yeah, I think that was a big part of it for her. Especially, I'm thinking because, like, when we switched over, so to speak, it was because Papali had essentially saved the prince's life by defecting right at that moment. And there was this whole weird thing with our family where we got sort of raised up in rank because the prince like sort of made up a relationship that we had with one of the more major families. And one of the weird things is just kind of being all of a sudden in this class system where you had to be like aware of who was above and below you all the time. It was totally disorienting. I mean, with the collective, it was who could kill you was all you had to be aware of. And that was just really different. So, yeah, there were a lot of things to learn. And Rogers made the things normal as much as he could.
Love that. Who wants to go next?
I think because Pipali came into all this with some experience, it was even more of an adjustment because, and I think she still does have trouble with the sort of hierarchy system, which is probably why we Selma and I butt heads a little bit, and also because she came in with more experience, she didn't get the same training experience with him that that my sister did, and so I think she kind of not like avoids the conversation of like the reminiscence about him. It kind of frames it toward like bringing things back to like, oh, but like we are, Barbara saved my life while we were coming down. I wouldn't have made it if it weren't for other people here with us. Even though there is this sort of stratification, we are still all working together for one cause, and I think that's what's important. Even though, I kind of like give a little side glance to Celine. It's like even though we are being led, we are we're all acting as one, um, and it's important to remember that depending on the people around you is what we should be focusing on now.
Okay. And Ezekiel, what do you want to share?
Like, I think Ezekiel like looks at listens to all three of them, and it's just like at a loss for words, especially given how badly like re-entry has gone. That he just sort of like looks down um, at his feet and just sort of scuffs the ground and says, you know, I, you know, uh, in previous sorties, I would have, I would have a joke or two available to press on forward, but I don't think that's appropriate now. And Ezekiel just sort of like shuffles back in sheepishness.
I think that's intense. Yeah. Uh, I think I named the NPC that you established a second ago as
Yeah.
Pellegrinis. So Pellegrinis goes over to you. You are of course in your units, but their unit is much smaller than yours. So they reach over your shoulder because knowing you, they know that you normally will have something to say, something to lighten the mood, and you just feel this light shake off of your armor. Uh, I'm going to get back to that in a second. Of your armor, and you just feel Pellegrini is sort of know that it's not saying a word. It's kind of your way to pay respects to Rogers in this moment.
Yeah. Whew.
Heavy for sure. So at this point, you are maybe the rest of your group starts sharing some stories. Everyone as Selim had said, everyone had trained in one way or another under Rogers. He probably literally wrote the book for training, above all in the last 5 years since House Selina went into exile. So everyone has a story to share about Rogers. And by the time everyone's done, you are about half an hour, 20 minutes away from the river, from this delta that opens in the river. And as you know, Salim, these ancient ruins that you are looking for sit in this small island in the delta of the river. The one thing I will add from all of this is that I had forgotten, but I really liked it, and so I'm going to mention it. Is that I had named the term for the cuckoo for your frames, for your chassis, is fencing suits, because the cuckoo are this royal faction and all of this, so they are called fencing suits for the cuckoo, and they are called second chassis. They are called tactical armor for the collective. So that's that. So all of your fencing suits reach the edge of the river. Whoever is leading, probably Salim, give me a systems roll, or if you want to designate somebody to roll systems.
Viper Harmony is on lead.
Harmony.
So systems roll.
A systems roll, please.
Let's see. Cool. That is a 9 under 12.
That's a success. Nice. Okay. You reach the edge of the river. Of course, the current is a little bit higher than usual, because it's been raining. So passing through with all of your team will be risky, for starters. Second of all, on your sensors and your cameras across the river, which is, I don't know, maybe 20, that's about 60 feet wide. If not a bit more, maybe 100 feet wide. Enough for it to be sort of dangerous. In your cameras, you detect some footprints that from this distance you are not able to measure, to gather what they are from. It could, but it's a large entity, maybe a kaiju, maybe another chassis, which of course is sort of weird to see that just across the river over in this island that you're. What do you want to do?
Let me look at people's mobility here. Viper Heavy. I'd like you to do the crossing first and establish a point.
Yes, sir.
And then you can assist as others go across. Are you up for that?
Yes, sir.
Good.
All right. Systems
Mobility.
or mobility?
Mobility, please.
Oh, okay.
Viper.
All right. I can do it. So rolling a d20 against 15. 5.
5, nice. The current is strong, honestly. But what are you doing, Viper Heavy, in order to establish this point, in order to support everyone else crossing the river?
That's a good question. I think that we had all that stuff for the parachutes, all that cording and stuff like that. And essentially, I'm just going to use that as a thing to like run that across. So I start it back on the thing with a good heavy tree, and I run that cord across there. It's particularly for the retainer smaller suits to have something to grab onto in case they have trouble with the current at all. And then I kind of do a float across, which uses a lot of energy, but at least it gets me across there without too much of a problem. And then they've got that to help as a guide. They just have it sort of downstream of them so they won't go further
Sure.
if they want. Does that make any sense?
Sure. I love it. Yeah, you put this line over the river, and let me make a quick roll to see mostly how much time. It's sort of fast. Yeah. You put this line across the river. Everybody else, maybe this is this is something that you have trained before to do. So everyone grabs the line, and one by one, people start crossing. From the four of you, who's the last one, or the three of you, who's the last one to cross?
I'd probably go second.
Okay,
I'll go last.
sure.
I'll go third.
You start crossing. Selim, please roll mobility for me.
Okay. Not my strength, so I'm going to miss that check.
Nice. Okay. You cross safely, but what you gather from the line is that it's starting to weaken. If there's more of your team yet to cross, they will probably be at risk just relying on this line.
But I was last to go, so we're good right now.
Okay. Yeah. If you
Okay,
have to
okay.
return using the very same line or something like that, it might be a bit
Okay.
risky.
Then I'll actually if we can pull and detach the line or do something to draw it back in, we'll do that.
Yeah. You're 100% able to. Of course, it's risky in part because it's raining, so the current is stronger. If the rain stops or something like that, you will probably be able to cross the river without any assistance.
All right, people, let's fan out, check the ruins, try to keep line of sight on others as much as you can, but use your scanners, see what we can find here.
Okay.
Can we check those footprints? They were only a little worrisome.
Yes. You go to the footprints. What you see from the footprints is basically it's a bipedal creature. Whatever it is, it's a bipedal creature. It's large. It's, as I was telling you, maybe a kaiju. So bipedal kaiju tend to be winged creatures. So it wouldn't fit the description. But this doesn't seem like a mecha, like any sort of mecha that you have seen. It's like I want to say like the footprint that a tiger will make on the ground. There's these claws and this smaller print, as if something, whatever it is walking on their tippy toes, on their toes. And you see them. They are sort of recent, which is why the rain hasn't washed them off, but they are quickly washing off. As you fold the footprints, you find this honestly large stone, and they seem to get across the stone.
Okay.
And you identify the stone as the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, okay. I will radio back then that our kaiju, and I'm pretty sure it is a kaiju, it's gone into the ruins. So we will want to proceed carefully.
Yeah, but
Have we have we seen anything else in the area, or does it look like other evidence of kaiju around in the zone?
no.
Or are
You
these
you
footprints?
haven't seen much evidence of kaiju since you went to point B. There's no kaiju signature that you can tell of.
Mm.
There is no
Oh,
that you can tell of. Yes, and as I was telling you, bipedal kaiju are rare, not extraordinary, but rare.
okay. So, or it's some other creature, but it's got big feet.
Well, let's. Are any of these ruins like a little more vertical, like buildings or pyramids or ziggurats or something?
You get to this large stone and start uncovering the foliage and all of this, and basically you see four columns and this structure that seems to go down into the ground. But this top part where you see the stone to the covering the entrance seems to be sort of pyramid shaped, like sort of like a cigarette, the very top part of a cigarette.
And this entryway is big enough for us to move in with mechs, or are we going to have to go on foot?
It's big enough for you to move with mechs. Yeah, whatever creature entered through here is at least your size. Yes.
All right. Viper Harmony. Take point.
All right,
Let's
we'll
go
do.
on in. You're the one who's
Yeah.
best suited for
Laser
close
axe.
combat. Yeah.
Oh no, what if it has babies? I can't stop myself from saying it.
What?
We'll come to
I
that.
s-
Siege dangerous. Move up to second position in case something happens. I want you to be able to tank it. All right.
Solid copy.
You got the little dispenser muzzle in your.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, there's this sorry, this large rock preventing you from entering. Uh, Viper Harmony. As soon as you get in closer to examine it,
Mhm.
there's these blue lines moving across the moving start to shine across the door, across this tablet, the stone.
Mm.
Uh, Roll systems again for me.
That is a 4 under 12.
Nice. Okay, you quickly realize that this is some kind of Verilian technology, which is of course what you were expecting.
Mm.
Um, while I wouldn't say this is a system that you have seen before or that you have used before, uh, maybe you have read about it. So uh, you will be able to open the door. But tell me why you are able to open the door.
Ooh. Hmm. That's a great question. I think because when I expected. I think I brought some research that the collective had on the Verilian, and this was part of it.
Okay, yeah. People some search collective out the Verilian. Yes. Totally makes sense. Okay, yeah. So, Pipali, you will know that the collective is trying to discover the Verilian, and they were trying to weaponize it and to basically research it. There's some documented codes that you were able to, that the collective was able to translate, and that's probably the research. Still, it wasn't very advanced at the time, but they had been able to reach into some of the Verilian facilities. So you are able to decipher this code, and essentially the door opens up from top to bottom, and you see these muddy footprints reach into this downwards stair uh, into the heart of the ziggurat.
Nice. Yeah. Pop on all the lights and let's go.
You are muted, low.
Let me pause here for a second just to confirm something. Am I reading it right that this bipedal winged thing, we're seeing the footprints go down into this thing?
Yes, you did.
That gives me pause. I'll say.
It also has paws.
Nice. I'll say, oh, this thing was able to open that door with those codes, right?
Or it was attuned to that creature somehow.
Okay. Let us proceed with extreme caution. Hold fire, if at all possible.
Okay.
Do not attack unless attacked, I think is what I'm saying for the moment.
Will do.
Somebody other than Pipali, please roll system. Matter of fact, Ezekiel, you are second, so Siege Dangerous, please roll systems.
Sure. And rolling. That's a 15 on a wow 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 wow.
On a 15. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Excuse me.
So your second to go in. There's not much information that you are able to gather at the moment, but as soon as the door opens, Siege Dangerous, you start reading some Verilian signature, coming from below the stairs, which none of you were picking up just a second before. So whatever else is about this structure, it's basically isolated from. Yes, it's isolated in order not to any signature.
Are they moving? Are they moving rapidly? Are they staying still? Like, what's going on in terms of activity of those blips?
They seem to be static. They seem to be further away. So not immediately ahead of you. So you all go down these stairs, and you
Signatures ahead.
I'm going to sticky note. Okay, so this is the entrance. And you see the path diverge as soon as you get to the bottom of the stairs. Over here, you see a locked door similar to the one that you had seen before, that you had seen upstairs. But over here, you pick minor life signs. What do you want to do?
Pick up minor life signs. And by minor, like, do you mean like
Small.
people sized or small? Okay. Not weak, but size wise. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you pick maybe a dozen life signs coming up from here, but they are all small. What do you want to do? Harmony, dangerous. You have lead.
Let's
All right.
proceed in cautiously.
Over to the locked door or over to the.
To the life signs. Yeah.
You start walking here. Here.
Ooh, I love the picture for Salta.
Yeah, it's so cool. Roll presence for me, Harmony.
3 under whatever.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So, fire team, you start moving ahead into these tunnels, getting deeper and deeper into the structure of the ziggurat. There are some small life signs coming up from here, and then you see Harmony. You gather that these, I want to say, cat-sized bats, even a bit larger, were chasing something further ahead, and now they are coming back at you. They are small, but they do seem hostile, and they do seem to be a number. What do you want to do, team?
Do they seem like they're large enough that they could damage us at all?
For their numbers, probably, yes. And they were chasing something down ahead.
They were chasing something or being chased?
They were chasing something. You see the shadow of something basically escape over here.
If they're not attacking us, then
Are we doing a surprise? Is that what we're doing?
I have orders not to fire unless fired upon.
Feel free to swing your laser axe around if you want to try and dissuade them from attacking.
That's
your call on the danger level, Harmony.
Yeah, if they seem like they're getting close, then swatting away with laser axe.
Okay.
You say swatting away with laser axe, but your hand.
Watch out for the guano. It could be slippery.
You have a laser axe, so why don't you roll presence for me with advantage, please?
Okay. Let's add another one of those in there. That is a 7 under 11.
Nice. Okay, yeah. You turn on your laser axe. There's this shining. What color is your laser axe?
It's like the same color as my character sheet. It's like this light purple kind of glow.
There's this purple light that feels.
Like use the flat end as kind of like a fly swatter.
Yeah, see, 100%, yes. you swing it around, you dissuade these sort of bad creatures, and in the center of the room, you see this sort of a pillar made out of guano and some other materials, and you basically see, as soon as you scare them, you see them fly into the structure. Maybe you try to put out your axe as soon as you scare them. They start flying back again, so you have to sort of keep them at bay with your light. And done. Yes. Yes. Okay. And as soon as you concentrate all of the live signatures in a single place, somebody other than Harmony or Siege Dangerous, please roll systems for me.
I will do that. Let's see here. Okay. I rolled a 20. That would be terrible, but I can re-roll it.
Ah,
'cause
nice.
I'm adaptable. So I will.
That 20 looks so huge and threatening.
It really does. They knew what they were doing when they made that one. A 5.
Nice.
Much better.
Adaptable is such a good feature,
Exactly.
honestly. Yes. Yes. Ahead of you. Now that all of these smaller life signatures are gathered together, you pick up a collective beacon just ahead of you.
A collective beacon.
Yeah.
Oh.
A collective
Ooh.
tactical armor beacon coming ahead of you.
Okay. And they sort of stop and say, "You saw something escape down here?"
And
like the bats were chasing
yes.
it. Do I can I tell from the signature of it what kind of tactical armor it is?
Yes. 1 second. Yes, I'm going to tell you that mechanically it will be a 1 hit die tactical armor. And the beacon, yeah, probably you will recognize as a scout tactical armor.
Cool.
So it's
I
probably
report
not
that back
super
to
super heavy armor.
yeah. Report back to the team. Prophet, what's your orders?
We're only getting a single signal, right?
Yes, it's a single signal.
All right. Move up. Assume a threatening posture. If they're isolated like this, they may have some problems with their suit or something else. Let's see if we can scare them down before we do anything else.
Okay. Question before we enter any sort of combat situation: did we do a level up when we were traveling?
Sorry. Yes. We should have. Give me 1 second. Nice. Yes.
Well played.
I was too enthralled by your description. Sorry. Okay. In the pilots tab, you have each one of your chassis. In your chassis tab, you have rules for leveling up each one of your units. So essentially, you will roll your hit die, and that's how many hit points you will gain. And then you will roll to see if you increase any of your attributes. If you roll over your current attribute, that attribute goes up by 1 point. But do take note that each one of the different chassis, the Brawler, the Scout, the Striker, has 2 chances to roll for two different attributes.
Okay. It's exciting.
It is.
Place for system presence. Okay.
If you want to, please roll first for your hit points.
Ooh,
Oh, yes. So it's a D8.
8. Yeah.
Whoa, that's a big jump.
That's a huge jump.
Wow. Okay.
I rolled 8 too.
Nice.
Holy smackers.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So my
Go ahead,
dice.
Dangerous.
What do you roll first? The die? The hit die?
Your hit die, which for you is a D10, yes.
That's a 10.
Wow. Maxing out all
Let me-
across.
Let me show you.
I rolled a 3. Let's just break that little love fest up here.
Okay. And then let's see.
I panicked a little. I thought it was a 0.
Chassis.
Ooh, dang.
Striker.
If it's
And if you roll over your current attribute, that attribute increases by 1 point.
awesome.
So hit die, and what else are we rolling?
You roll a d20 for each one of your attributes, but this time you're trying to roll over your
System.
attribute.
Got it.
That includes
Okay.
power.
That includes power, yes, for each one of the 4 attributes.
19 over 11.
Yes, that one increases by 1. And for example, in your case, in the case for Ezekiel, for Siege Dangerous, you roll twice for presence and power. So you have 2 chances to increase both your presence and your power.
Okay. Got it. So now that I've increased power by 1, do I roll again to see if it increases also? Or
Yes,
is it
yes, it's twice.
okay, got it. 17. So
Nice.
Presence. Yeah.
mobility. Mobility does not go up.
And it doesn't go up if we match it, right?
It doesn't go up if you match it.
Okay, cool. Everything went up except for system.
Wow. Very good rolls.
We got a 20%.
I went up on presence. Great.
Oh, twice for. Wait, no. Sorry. Ignore
It's
me.
a D12, not a D20.
I went up on power and systems.
Nice.
I only went up on presence.
Remember that the striker gets to roll twice for systems and presence, Sherry, in case you
Yeah.
roll once.
Okay.
18 over 15, so that's a 16. And lastly, presence.
So close. Wait. Yeah, so close, but no. All right, I'll try again.
Presence only goes up by 1.
And,
That's it. Presence.
and the brawler, in case you didn't mark, gets to roll twice for power and mobility.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know as soon as you have finished leveling up.
All done.
Roger. Wow. Viper Heavy and Viper Harmony and Siege Dangerous, they all have a total attribute score of 55.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
I just perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Okay, so yeah, you get this signature, this tactical armor signature coming from northeast from your current position. What do you want to do?
All right, let's move in and put a little scare into him.
I'm just gonna let you know, Pipali, if you move in first, since you are the one that's scaring away the bats, the bats will
Mhm.
attack whoever is left behind because you are exiting the room.
All right, I'll keep the bats at bay then if someone else wants to go.
Well, if you
Maybe-
want, could I try to like what do you say, match their, because if they're using like a sonic to move around, if I could match like whatever pitch they're at and like send out like lots of little pings of that, that should keep them from moving around.
That
Yeah,
makes
want to try that?
yeah, that makes a
Yeah.
lot
Go
of
for it.
sense. Why don't
Okay.
you roll systems for me, please?
I will do
In
that.
case you fail it, I think it will still work, but for just
I
a couple
couldn't
of rounds.
fail it. I mean, I couldn't fail it before when I was trying to level, so I certainly won't do it now. Don't worry. So I'm being facetious. This is what I will roll over. But 15.
15,
So
nice.
I rolled under. So yep.
Nice. Just describe to me what kind of contraption you leave behind, please.
Oh yeah. I think I take like the field communicator that we have if you're like not with your mech, that you like, your manual field communicator that you would pull out of your mech if you were like trucking across somewhere or something. And I just set that and essentially open it up, put it to a static, signal beat, but set it right at the pitch that these things are going and
Nice.
set it go.
Nice, yeah. You take a couple minutes to put this together, and you leave it. And in that time, as I was saying, it's a couple of minutes, 5-10 minutes maybe. The signature, the tactical armor signature that's coming from ahead, is not moving at all. So Viper Harmony, if you want to move ahead, with Siege Dangerous, you can.
Yep, let's do that.
Mhm.
Think that you move. Okay. You move ahead, and essentially, you see this tactical armor being rushed down into its chest by the sort of claw that fell from the ceiling. You turn your cameras up, and you see many more of these sort of, what's the word, stakes coming from hanging up from ahead. But what's interesting from this tactical armor is that it seems to have been left here maybe months, if not years ago. It's sort of the beacon is just the reactor is still active, working at minimum energy. So this couldn't be whatever you saw running just a minute before.
And whatever was running ahead didn't set off whatever is in here. Can we tell if there's a body inside the armor?
There had to be a pilot. If this has months, either the pilot.
I mean, if they got out or not.
Yes, but however, it's crushed on the chest, and the cockpit of most tactical armor is on the chest. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then, yeah, I assume he's crushed.
So it's unlikely that the pilot will have made it.
Yeah.
You can still check it if you want to.
Yeah.
The beacon signal might be useful.
Yeah. If only we had an engineer who could salvage that for us.
Yep. I can. Can we figure out what the mechanism is for like making these things fall, the trapping thing to fall, like so we can disable it?
Yes, you can. However, at this point, you will need a bit more light. You are basically being light by Viper Harmony's axe. So what I'm saying is, turning up more light will possibly attract some attention, but you 100% will be able to tell the mechanism that will make this.
Okay.
But do you want to?
going to get my mag light out of the cab. That's what I'm going to do. My flashlight, my heavy duty, pilot issued flashlight, the one that you could bonk someone on the head with. That's the one I want.
Nice.
Okay.
Roll a d6 for me, please. You are trying to roll 1 through 3 in order not to get any attention from this light.
Okay. Awesome. So D6,
D6.
and the roll 2.
2, nice. Okay, so just start pointing it carefully. You see that this tactical armor is missing a leg, essentially, and you see one of the legs stuck into a small gap in the stones that make up the floor. It's essentially an optical illusion to give the sensation that there is floor over there, but there's this small step, and you gather that if you drop something in there, it will activate the corresponding take.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so this is a pretty easy fix, and I can use the scrap from this armor to do the basics of laying those plates across to keep our feet from going in there by accident.
There you go.
So I'll dismantle the plating and lay it across our path.
Yeah.
Nice.
It again will take several minutes, but you are able to do it without putting yourself at risk. You essentially maybe activate a few of the stakes, but they fall safely ahead of you. Maybe you prevent some of them from falling down on you, but you open a path wide enough for you to pass safely.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to this one in as okay, so coming from further north ahead from your position, what's interesting about this crossroad is that the quality of the air that you detect changes drastically from the east to the north. To the east, you clearly see that the path goes deeper into the ziggurat, and you detect essentially gas, toxic gas coming from deeper into the ziggurat. And from the north, there's a saturation of water in the air. There's much more humidity coming from there. You are stepping down into the riverbed, to put it in a certain way. So maybe that road leads to the riverbed itself, or like that.
Cool.
Where do you want to go?
I don't want to go to the toxic gas place. I guess I can get back in my Mac. Oops, sorry, I'll be back. I'll run back through the room and get in my Mac. Join them.
Recommendations, Harmony?
Well, if we're in our mechs, the gas won't affect us, in theory.
In theory.
But yeah, let's check out the wet place first
Okay.
and see what's what.
Is the toxic gas flammable?
You roll systems for me, please.
Okay. With my newly heightened systems, I'm sure this will be no trouble.
You can just toss a match out the window.
Mhm.
Well, that may be in fact what I'm doing with that miss.
I mean,
You are not able to tell. You're not able to tell if it's flammable or not. The composition
Okay.
is strange. You gather that it's toxic, but it's mostly organic. Organic gases can be pretty dangerous though.
No, you
The,
got
the,
that right.
All right.
Flammable.
the Star Trek question would be: is the gas sentient?
However, I will tell you that most of your oxygen reserve was probably depleted on reentry. You will be able to close up your vents and do all of that, but you will be uh, on limited supply of oxygen.
Mhm.
We'll take some time to recharge that when we have a break.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go the wet direction rather than the room of monster farts.
Yep. And I'll take point.
Okay. You move up ahead to the north, and essentially at this point we will make a couple of rooms more of you exploring, and then we will move on to.
Okay.
You start
Cool.
moving north, and the most significant thing that happens is that the Verilian signal that you have been detecting and increasing as you were moving into the cigarette starts to decline almost
Mm.
almost immediately. So you are moving further away from the Verilian. That's for once. Second, after you move into the hallway, it seems to start going up back into the surface. And in the distance, yes, distance, you see, yes, okay. In the distance at the end of the room, you start seeing these small drops of water uh, coming in from the ceiling end of the hallway. And you gather from a quick scan that this hallway might not be structurally sound, uh,
Mm.
or uh, for of course your mechs weigh several tons, so for each step that you make the whole room tremble. So if you keep moving ahead, there's a risk that the walls of the hallway will collapse. As a group, maybe an individual won't have it.
Hmm. Well, if this is opposite the direction we want to go, maybe not chancing it is good, but you're the boss.
If you say not chance it, let's hold off.
Let's try the fart cave instead.
Yeah.
Minute.
Okay, so you move back and you go into the toxic gas chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you roll, please? D4 for me to see how many rounds there you will be able to get.
Cool. I'll roll that. 4.
4, nice. So that's essentially 40 minutes for exploration turns that you will have oxygen enough. Honestly, that's
Mhm.
great. That should be time enough for you to
Yeah.
explore or figure out a way
Yeah, if we took time to recharge, they're probably all full up.
to deal with the gas.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, essentially you step into the room. Uh, all of your sensors, all of your life support sensors start going into the red instantly.
Mm-hmm.
The gas density gives you visibility maybe of 4-5 meters, not much farther away. And yes, and roll. Somebody who hasn't rolled systems for me, please roll systems.
I think that's back to me. I put it off long enough. Okay. Oh, no, I will miss that.
Essentially, you try to activate radars in order to navigate with radar, but there seem to be too many suspended particles in the air for it to be effective. So mostly this room will take you. You are moving a bit in the blind side, so you are not able to tell where the path continues, except by spending more time looking for. What do you want to do?
You rolled a 4. I say go for it.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Nice. You keep going, and okay, yes. You keep going. Passing this room takes more time that you will have liked, but you are able to find a way into the south. There's still gas in this room, but the density starts going down. Then you pick up a Verilian signature. Unlike the Verilian signature that you have been picking right here, that's become stronger and stronger. This signal is small, is faint. However, it is moving around you. Basically, you from your sensors, you see it pass in front of you quickly, and then disappear. You see it pass to your right quickly again, and disappear. And you are not picking anything except the Viridian signature. There's no radar. There's no kit signature coming from whatever is moving. You are muted.
Is it a scan? Is it bisecting the room? Is it like a check beam of some sort?
That's a good question, but you do pick up a bit of sound, I think. So no, it's not.
It's something moving around.
It's a thing.
Ooh. Let's see here. How about a different kind of imaging system? Something that like more akin to sonar or.
You've got your specialty targeting array.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll flip that on.
Modules.
Yes, you engage your targeting array. As you had said the last time, there's this sort of RGB lighting. Suddenly in your cockpit, there's this almost video game HUD coming from starts engaging in your cockpit, and then yes, and then there's this figure, just the outline of the figure in sensor in your sensor array. And you see this creature standing just maybe a head shorter than you. It seems thin, it seems slender. And what is more interesting about the figure that you are seeing is that it seems to be bipedal as your fencing suits are, but its arms seem somehow detached from its core, and its legs seem detached from its core as well. It's like these
Ooh.
5 parts floating around in
Mhm.
Wow.
conjunction.
I've seen this in video games.
And how big is it? Is it mecha size? Is it like
No,
smaller?
It's a bit
like
shorter
person
than you.
size.
It reaches
Okay.
the shoulder of one of your units.
Okay. Oh,
And it's organic.
excellent. Does it seem aggressive? Like, is it having trouble sighting us? Anything like that? Like, does it know where we are at? Why is it flipping past us?
I think you gather that it's sort of sizing you up. It knows that you are not able to detect it because it sees all of you sort of moving around,
Mhm.
trying to look for it. So it's basically, you feel that it's trying to determine what will be an optimal tactical position to attack you.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh, and it's getting ready to attack. He's figuring us out. We should act stupid until we're not.
Pepper Heavy, why don't you make it clear to this thing that we can see it? Like put a shot,
Point at it.
yeah, follow and track it so that it is aware. Maybe that will make it think twice.
Sure. And she sort of steps. We have a shield, don't we?
Yes,
Could I do a
Titan.
shield bash on it?
Oh yeah.
Teach
Ooh,
Dangerous
nice.
is a
Yeah.
walking shield, a walking powerful shield.
Yeah.
You
So
get
yeah.
the shield too.
So I've got my targeting
Mhm.
array up, so that gives me a decent chance to gain advantage on my next attack against an
Yeah.
enemy. So I could use the shield and give it a shield bash. So whatever that means.
Okay,
to it.
okay. I don't think it is expecting it, and you do have advantage. I'm thinking it. I'm thinking you just succeed. I honestly think
Okay.
you just succeed because it's not expecting it. How much damage are you trying to deal? Uh, uh, so that you roll your damage die, or you are just trying to keep it at bay?
I literally want to just pin it against the wall. How's
Mhm.
that?
Okay, yeah,
Mm.
I think that's good. Yes. Yes. You make it. You
All
bash
right.
it against the wall.
Mhm.
Uh,
Just hold it there. Dunk.
you see it clearly at this distance. You see this faint bluish greenish glow coming out from the unit size. As I was telling you, you see the arms floating around the unit. You pin the body of the unit towards the wall and roll mobility for me, please. As you
Okay.
see the right and the left arm go around you and try to reach up for your head.
Okay. Very clever. I mean, it was inevitable, but it's awesome. Okay. I'm rolling. I'm trying to beat 15 with a d20. I rolled an 11.
You roll an
Nice.
11. Give me 1
Nice.
second. Okay, yes. You are trying to dodge this attack, and you are able to. But you gather instantly that whatever this is way more powerful than you were expecting.
Okay.
Maybe you move your head right in the second as you see this energy beam coming up from one hand towards the other, like it was I don't know, a cascade of energy between its hands, and this will have been a big hit, honestly. And
Okay.
and your sensors, all of your sensors, all of your Verilian sensors, go into the red instantly this creature is attacking with Verilian. So
Ooh.
Oh,
so everyone, please roll mobility for me. We are going to do a round, and then we're going to leave it in the cliffhanger or something like that.
All right.
All
That
right.
sounds great.
Mobility is 14.
yes. A
Ooh,
one.
did not.
Nice.
19.
Three.
Siege Dangerous, please roll mobility.
Matthew,
You are muted, Matthew.
can you roll mobility?
You are muted, Matthew.
I mute it. That is wait. Oh crap. Wait, I moved the die. I was underneath my controller.
No problem.
9.
Nice.
Is that? Oh, that's good. That's right.
That's good. Yes. I told you your
see,
luck
there you
was
go.
going to change as soon as we hit, as soon as we were in the atmosphere.
I mean,
Yes.
probability guarantees that it has to at least once. Am I right?
Okay. All of your Verilian sensors go instantly into the red. You see this Verilian beam go from one hand to the other of the creature. And yes, I think one of you is going to take. No. But Viper Heavy just acted. Siege Dangerous, Prophet Zero. What do you want to do?
I want. I hate this. I will say harmony. Ramming speed.
All
And
right.
we'll follow up.
I will do that.
I was born to ramming speed.
When I come around, I will. Oh, you're giving me the action. I'll take that action. Great. Charging strike it is. Immediately move to a near enemy and make a melee attack against them.
Yes.
And I'll roll my react die. I'll do that. So I'll make my attack first. Power is 17 these days.
Wow, that's
10
some
under
kind of a
17.
40 warlord.
Cool. So that's a melee attack. And I think
That's a melee attack, yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and reduce my AP by 2
To make it
roll an additional damage.
reckless.
Nice.
Damage. Or yeah, 2d8 for damage.
So you're rolling to the 8, yes?
That is a 12.
That is 12 damage. Give me 1 second. I'm rolling for HP. Give me 1. Okay. Let me check on something. Yes. Yes. Okay, yeah. You go ahead with your axe. Drop it on the on this creature. You deal a ton of damage, honestly. And while it's effective, you see this unit that at this point you are sure it's mechanical, it's not organic in nature. Essentially, shake off some of this potential damage. Some, no, not all of it. By splitting in two,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
soon as
I was
the
going for one of its arms, I think, and maybe one of its arms
yes,
pops
went
across.
like,
Yeah,
and it
nice.
goes back. Siege Dangerous, what do you want to do?
Let me roll my reactor die while we're
Ah,
here.
yeah, you roll.
That's a 2, and it goes down.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
All right. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong thing. Let's see. How far are they from the? Wait, let me check the map again.
You are close enough. Let me drop in one of my 8s. For we're going to basically do combating hexes next session, but this is the distance matrix I usually use in this game,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
will be at most at far distance from you. It's not a very large room.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll just do playing a chain gun attack. So that's +2 attack and damage.
Yes,
What is +2 attack? Does that mean it raises the die roll difficulty?
it raises the die roll difficulty, but you do 2 extra damage as well.
Oh yeah. In addition
So
to that,
it's harder to
Uh,
hit, but it hits harder.
yes. Yeah. Don't you mean like harder to hit or easier to hit?
Harder to hit because you are adding 2 to your d20, but you will be adding 2 to your damage die as well.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. All right. So D20 attack roll using power. Am I right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So that is a 6 +2, 8 under 11.
Nice.
All right. And
6, 11 for your power, right?
yes.
Okay.
And the damage would be 1d6 +2.
Give me 1 second. As I was telling
sure.
Viper Heavy, she gathers immediately that this creature is more powerful than you were expecting.
Yeah.
Ezekiel, you go for the hit, and the creature moves just in the moment from Viper Heavy's being pinned down into the wall. And I will tell you at this moment that this creature is hit die 4, so it's adding +2 to all of your rolls. As I was telling you last time, when you have an advantage on someone, you subtract from your roll. When you have a disadvantage on someone, you add to your roll. So it's even harder than you were expecting. However, I think you were near. You just basically took a step and went for the attack. You have another action if you want to.
Oh, okay. Who is next on the initiative?
I think it will be. Well, we are going back to Prophet Zero because he only gave the his battle tactics to Harmony, but after that it will be Harmony.
I think what happens here is that Ezekiel will sort of lose his cool because of how frustrated he has been over the course of re-entry. That he's doing the classic, just yell while unleashing every bullet he's got in the chain gun and goes for a second attack.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, he's not great right now. Not in a good place. Let's see. So is that wait? So does the creature emit a penalty? In addition,
Yes.
so now I'm rolling a +4. Not
if you
+2.
were to use your chain gun, you will be rolling +4. Yes.
Well, because I rolled a 19 total. was I supposed to roll damage, by the way, from earlier?
I think we were going to roll damage, but we're going to half it. because because it makes narrative sense. It was pinned down, so roll damage and we will half it.
Okay. That is 3 plus 2, so 5 divided by 2.
2 damage. Second. Yes. Okay, sure.
A bullet ignites.
Prophet Zero, yours will be the last action for the day. What do you want to do?
Viper Heavy is gone.
Viper Heavy is the one who pinned it against the,
Oh, that's
against
right.
the wall.
In that case, I'm going to do a reactor recharge on Viper Harmony.
Nice.
Nice.
Essentially, do that. Hit the boost pack from my mecha side. Jam it onto their reactor to get the gauge to cook back up. And
and I still get my
roll
regular action as well, right?
You
Yes.
you took the action for battle tactics that Prophet Zero gave you.
Yeah. So
but
he still has his action.
You still have your 2 actions, but we are going to do that
Yeah.
at the beginning of the next session.
Okay.
I'm going
And my reactor die does drop by 1.
that starting because the cliffhanger that we are going to end up as the creature breaks free of Viper Heavy's pinning down, that you see it essentially cross its arms, and from its hands you see these laser beams open up, and it's carrying beam swords in its hands.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And the room lights up in green as the creature is carrying these two Verilian sabers.
Excellent.
Nice.
And that's where we are going to end up our session. We are going to go into Lines and Veils. Sorry, not Lines and Veils. Into Stars and Wishes. And I'm going to finish recording there. So if you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. There was a slight mess up with the recording, but it should be okay. So, thank you so much. See you.